It's time to move and be moved by the savings you'll find at Team Mazda. Choose a new 25 Mazda CX-30, Mazda CX-5, or Mazda CX-50 and get 2.9% financing for 60 months. It's time to experience Mazda at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
No.
They don't.
Wow.
Oh, please.
Good morning.
Surgery.
Happy Friday. It is almost 7:03 here on this Friday.
Getting him started. Yeah, getting him started.
It's the
Riling
weekend.
him
You
up.
ain't no. Don't stir the pot. It's Friday. We have made it to a Friday.
What's in the pot? Gumbo?
Gumbo.
I'll take that.
Listen,
Jambalaya?
after Thursday stormy weather, well, it's always gumbo weather. Even when we're sweating, it's always gumbo weather
That's a
down
good
here.
kind of sweat, though.
You
That's a
know?
good one. There's so much going on this weekend.
Oh, man.
So, thankfully the forecast is getting that much better. But like out Lafayette way, the Festival de Louisiana is going to hopefully get a. You guys going to go to that?
Yeah, we're going to go to that probably either tonight or tomorrow. But we usually head out. It's a great
is it
event.
the Italian festival?
That's
Festival International,
festival,
if that's how it's
Yes, in
International.
Acadiana.
Yeah, and it's good. It draws a big crowd.
huge.
Yes.
And you guys are telling me a lot of Baton Rouge Avengers to go out there. And so, yeah, we're going to make our way out. And the weather, for the most part, should cooperate.
So he's going to be eating good, listening to good music.
time.
I still want to go to the Italian Heritage Festival
It's
in
so much
Tangi.
fun. It's so great.
You know the food is good.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know it's always a good time.
Yep.
There's good music there too, and great families, legacy
Matt
families.
Venezia be signing autographs all weekend.
Is that right?
As the
You have a
local
booth?
Italiano guy.
The local Italian.
No, please.
Is he
Do you
joining
remember,
Steve?
Right, exactly. Captain, okay.
Yeah, that's-
do you remember
that's-
that
Yeah.
story? Do you remember the story that you told that because we took a road trip up there during that back in the day during the fest up into the city? And do you remember the story that you did? I was doing a local bakery up there. All the Italian cookies. Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Man.
Big time.
They were
Do
so
you remember
good.
the story I did? I don't remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm
How
with
many
you.
years ago would you guess that would have been? At least 10.
Oh, no, more than, yeah. So
2010, 2011.
yeah, I was going to say,
Ooh-wee.
yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, that kind of time frame.
Yeah.
It's been
10
a
or
minute.
11.
I still vouch for road trips coming back. That's some of the best ways to get into the community
It's
where
the
you get
biggest
to be on the
handshake.
show too.
The biggest handshake we ever had.
Yes, we love
Yeah,
that.
just
And we
love
go
it.
in the
Just
week
great
or two
stories.
before and kind of pick items to let people know.
I'll tell
Kind of like
stories.
our Saturday morning feature, meet your neighbor.
Yeah.
We meet the neighbors in and around the areas we go at.
Yeah.
Well, it was awesome.
It was
awesome
so much
stories.
fun. It was so good. Just
love
nothing
it
but
over
great positive stories.
That's it. That's the community. You get to go out and really visit with the people,
Tickfaw.
try their
Can't
food.
Wait. Can't wait.
Oh.
Right off of I-55 in Tickfaw, the Italiano Festival.
That'll be good. That'll be good. A good spot. So hopefully you got some plans this weekend. There's not going to be a shortage of anything. There'll be a Live After 5 again tonight. Looking ahead to next week, another Live After 5. You got the Crawfish King Festival. You got the big Roar and Pour over at Baton Rouge Zoo.
You sure do.
It's just that time of year.
Yes, it is.
That actually, I would love to do the Roar and Pour. You actually had the pleasure of doing the interview. Now, they called it the Wine Walk. So
Yes.
Wild
is
wine.
it now no longer called the Wine Walk? It's now Roar and Pour?
Roar and Pour.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
Now,
got more
can you get a
options.
sitter?
And more Roar.
Can you get a sitter? Because you and your wife ought to come and go. I'll go with you.
You know what? And I really would love to. We did the same thing back in Texas. A lot of different zoos will do that, and it's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
21 or
you're
older at
walking
the
around.
zoo.
Yeah, it's Adult Swim.
Yeah.
It kind of gives like a different vibe to the zoo, and you get
Yeah.
to like casually walk around. We're not doing shots or anything like that.
No, they
Well,
made
not
that clear.
We're not there.
Well, I
The
knew it.
pregame is something
Responsibly,
else.
yeah.
Did they tell you they ran out of wine the last time?
Yeah,
I hope that doesn't happen
absolutely.
again.
Well, again, with the Wild Wine Walk, it was specifically wine, and it was tough to maybe get enough for all that. With the Roar and Pour, you got
Got
more
it.
options. It ain't
Right.
just wine.
Okay, so you
Some
throw
people
beer
don't
in
drink
there.
wine, and
Right.
they'll have the beer or whatever, but
Yeah.
they also have now the mixed drinks
Mixed.
opportunity.
Cocktails.
Cocktails. So,
Yeah.
yeah, try to get a sitter and let's go.
Yeah, that
you and your
sounds
wife
good.
and me. I'll go.
Are you
That'd
going?
be cool. I would love to. The zoo is a fun place to walk
Oh, it's a great
around
spot
and go
just to have
tour.
a
It's next
walk.
Friday,
At
a week
night
from
too.
today,
Yes.
that evening.
Yes, we
I've
got to
actually
get
gotta do
tickets.
I got to do the
Cook-Off.
Crawfish King Cook-Off that
Yeah,
night, so I
which
won't
is
be able to
always
go
fun
out there.
too. Yeah, they've got a lot of new competitors joining the race along with winners from last year. So this is going to be a great weekend. We've got a great month and weekends to look forward to.
Love it.
We
Spring
just need
in
to
the
dry
fall.
out for
Spring
a
in the
lot
fall.
of them. Yeah.
So hopefully we get to dry out. But after yesterday, man, and again, send in if you're out there, you want to help tell your story, send in those photos
Please.
and videos over to 9 Reports. But the good thing is, look at the sun coming up in South Louisiana. We do get to begin to dry off for the next number of days.
Yeah, we really do. And even today, it looks like with the chance of storms later in the day, it's not going to be nearly as taxing as what we had yesterday. Of course, the rain, some parts of our viewing area just had way too much rain yesterday. 70 degrees out your door. You're looking live over the downtown area, and we're looking pretty good. Speaking of too much rain, this is exactly how I would define that. What I actually did is I went back the past 2 days, because if I did exactly 24 hours, we'd kind of be slicing off rough part of yesterday morning, so it wouldn't paint the entire picture. This certainly does. 1, 2, 3. Plaquemine, Addis, Bruley, 7, 8 to 9 inches of rain. Simply incredible. They definitely need to dry out. Hopefully, whatever storms we get later today, they won't even breathe on that area. I think everybody can get behind that. As for the Mississippi River levels, we continue to track this. We're at 40.1 right along Baton Rouge, so that puts us in major stage level. But again, these are all pre-levee conditions. Still expected to peak or crest May 1st, and it's going to be 42 feet. That came up just a little bit, but again, not out of the not unexpected. Meanwhile, the live local radar is super quiet, so much better, so much quieter than it was this time yesterday. We've got storms up in the northern part of the state. We got a couple of storms rolling quickly through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and again, we'll see a couple scattered storms here later on in the day. We go over to the graph model, and the graph model says that the morning's going to be totally quiet. Then around the early afternoon, we'll bring in a couple of isolated, the scattered, non-severe thunderstorms, and then as we get to about 5, 6 p.m., the graph has been very consistent. They really want to bring in a couple of heavy downpours right around the Baton Rouge area at around 6 p.m. So that's what the graph has to say about it. Let's go to a different computer model, the HRRR, and let's see if they agree on the timing. And they definitely agree that the morning looks quiet. We like that. And there you go. There is some agreement. This is Friday at 6:30 p.m. And also the HRRR has a couple of brief heavy downpours right around the Baton Rouge area. So we might make it through the majority of the day unscathed. And then we'll bring up a 40% chance later in the afternoon with highs in the mid-80s. Then for tonight, it looks like we're going to see temperatures getting down to the upper 60s. We'll have an early chance of a few showers. So if you're heading out to the ball game tonight, it might need to push back slightly the start time, but they'll get the game in. Saturday and Sunday still look good, still look warm. We're going to be trying to just fend off 90 degrees. I mean, we're heading into May. We know we can't do it much longer, but we've got a stretch of several days. And now, actually, we've made a few changes to next week. All in all, next week's looking a lot quieter. So after, this has been kind of a rough weather week. I think we can all agree on that. We deserve a quieter forecast. And once we get beyond today, that's certainly what we're going to be doing. It's 7:09. Johnny A., how are those roads?
Looking pretty good still on the rush hour this morning. At 9 after, we're seeing a good flow of traffic right here on the 10 at I-10 at the 1012. That's a College Drive camera from our WAFB Gordon McKernan camera right there on near College. Hazy downtown. Can't see the top of some of the buildings. Not really fog, though. Visibilities are okay on the ground. Lights on, though, possibly still. And we take it right on down toward the Intracoastal LA1 northbound. Just a little slow as you approach the overpass. The overpass itself flying this morning in both directions. That far right lane starting to slow down. Folks getting on the bridge coming into the Baton Rouge area from Port Allen. 10 after 7, we're watching WAFB 9 News Now. We do it again at 3:30 this afternoon and at 9 tonight. Little headline opportunity for you. Catch up on things in about 15 minutes. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more from our show.
Hey, before you get your day going, a few things going on today we want to let you know about, including early voting. We got 2 more days of that.
And keep in mind, we've got some important elections that you've got on your ballot. So if you'd like to see your sample ballot before making your way to a polling location, you can always visit govote.com. That's GEAUX. And remember, polls will open at 8:30 this morning. They'll stay open till 6 o'clock. 2 days left to do so.
You know what? If you got some time today, we would love for you to make your way over to the Baton Rouge Fire Department headquarters, Merle Gustafson Drive. Big blood drive going on.
If you'd like to support 2 of our first responders, you can make your way there. They just kicked that off at the top of the hour at 7 o'clock.
Sure
You've got
did,
till 3 p.m. today. It is the last day of this special urgent blood drive to help replenish the supply for that Baker Fire Chief and Point Copee Parish Sheriff's Deputy.
Hey, if you live in Plaquemine, specifically like northern part of the city, a heads up for you. We got a planned power outage today for some Entergy customers.
Keep in mind, this is going to impact roughly like 63 customers there in the Plaquemine area. It's not going to impact the Plaquemine City Water and Light customers. It's just those who are dealing with Entergy. They say they're going to do that work today. We'll let you know when they're finished and restore that power for you.
All the rain we got yesterday, Jared has kind of showed you the bullseye in West Baton Rouge. Not expecting anything like that today, but even a little bit could impact some folks who've already got a lot, so there's some sandbag locations.
You're looking at the locations on your screen. You're just asked to bring a shovel, and if you'd like to see a full list of details, we've got that waiting for you on WAFB.com.
Spent a lot of time, obviously, in recent days talking about Pope Francis and his passing. Obviously, the funeral is tomorrow. If you'd like to pay your respects and you live in our little part of the world, today there's an opportunity to do that.
If you'd like to say a prayer for him, you can make your way to St. Joseph Cathedral. They're going to be opening their doors today at 8 o'clock this morning. They'll stay open till 12:30. Again, an opportunity for you to pray for him as we look ahead to his funeral, which, keep in mind, CBS News will carry that for you live at 3 a.m. tomorrow. Our time is when the funeral service is expected to begin. 3 a.m. our time tomorrow.
5 p.m. our time today. Live After 5. It is one of the great concert series in all of South Louisiana.
Fat Hat is the live
That's right.
performer
So
tonight.
good.
It's going to be a great concert. Elizabeth Vowell will be your MC for tonight. A lot of different events that we've been talking about. Oh, by the way, Real ID, that deadline is coming up. We're 12 days away from that. So if you don't have that gold star at the top of your license and you'd like to get one, tomorrow OMV offices across the state are opening up for special window of time, right? They're going to be open from 8 a.m. tomorrow until noon to make sure you can get your Real ID.
Go get that gold star. Gold star.
Got mine. I got mine.
You got mine too?
You did?
Good. Look at us. We're ready to rock and roll.
Travel too much. I don't want to get to the airport and have a surprise.
You're going to.
Exactly. No, I'm just surprised.
That is the worst nightmare.
Forget it.
And I had all the right documentation thanks to y'all passing along info. I knew exactly what to bring.
The more you learn. Look at you reading Rainbow. Yeah.
Right.
You learn too. Bring those right documents there. Get that Real ID.
If it's truck savings you're looking for, then that's what you'll find at Team Toyota, like a new Tacoma for just $299 a month, or get 2.9% financing on a new 25 Tundra, or $3,000 customer cash. You'll find these savings and more right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.